Provided by the American Cancer Society, Hope Lodge facilities are a place where cancer patients and their caregivers can come stay while they are receiving critical care. They and their caregivers are able to form a community with other residents of the Hope Lodges, and those who work here care immensely.
Hi, I'm Jason Young, and I am the director of the American Cancer Society Hope Lodge here in Lexington, Kentucky.
Hi, I'm Melissa Darcy. I'm the associate director here at the ACS Hope Lodge in Lexington, Kentucky. I was a weekend manager for 2 years, and then I transitioned into the position of associate director, and I've been in that for about a month.
I found out about the Hope Lodge actually through another nonprofit. When I was in school, I went to the University of Kentucky. I was employed with the Ronald McDonald House, and while working there, they actually had another part-time staff member that was employed here at the Hope Lodge, and she told me a little bit about what the program entailed, what the mission was, and through her, I actually became involved with the Hope Lodge and started as a weekend manager and sort of worked my way up from there. I would say the best parts of my job are just being able to help people. The cancer population is huge, unfortunately. There's just a high volume of people that are in critical need of assistance, whether it's through lodging or transportation. And those are two areas that we can assist with. So it's very rewarding knowing that we can assist a high number of people getting the cancer treatment that they need to by providing resources to them. The worst part about my job would certainly be just seeing people at their worst state. Most of the individuals that come in here after receiving the cancer diagnosis are at probably one of the lowest points that they've ever experienced, and it continues to always be a burden on us to see them going through something that's just extremely difficult. So it's the most challenging part would certainly be just seeing people not feeling well and just knowing that you're very helpless in the sense that you cannot make them feel better other than comforting them and making them feel welcome.
I think the hardest part of my job is, honestly, it's never with the guest. It's always a pleasure to work with them. It really is not. Some people might think that would be depressing or sad or any of those things. It's really uplifting. It's probably just the day-to-day struggle, like dealing with phone calls and tasks that are just kind of taking time consuming out of being able to serve in the Hope Lodge. My most favorite part is watching them interact with one another. They really create community, and they really create a heartbeat within themselves. They really help each other out, and that's my favorite part.
I would say probably on average, I would say like 20 a week. It's pretty incredible, and that's really not counting when you put our dinner groups together and the groups that come in and do a game night. If you count all of them individually, the number would probably be 50 or 60 volunteers a week. But we probably weekly have about 15 individual volunteers that come in every single week and help us out, and then we have a variety of local organizations that come in and do dinner nights and game nights and things like that. So if you add all of those people together, it's a pretty high number. Oh, everything. We are a very volunteer-driven program. Every aspect of the American Cancer Society is a volunteer-driven program, so it's very critical that we can find people that want to get involved with not only the mission of the American Cancer Society, but individual programs such as the Hope Lodge. So being able to bring people into this setting and get them involved with our guests that are going through treatment, I think it's highly important and impactful. I mean, it's every day we hear our guests mention, wow, that's awesome that this person came in and volunteered their time to come in and help us out and drive the shuttle or prepare a meal for us. So I think that it's not only beneficial to volunteers to come in and help, but it's just as beneficial to our guests to see that and have that interaction with them.
Sarcoma.
Sarcoma.
Caused by radiation.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's certainly not.
It actually occurred in 2001.
Yeah.
Ongoing.
Esophagus cancer. I've got a tumor in my esophagus, and I've got stomach cancer. I probably had it for a little over a year, but I was diagnosed about three or 4 months ago. No, it's my first time here. probably be here at least 2.5 months.
No,
No, this is the first time.
first time doing it. Hard, they got told. January 22nd. But I'll be out by then. You know.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, there's everybody here we can relate to each other, and we all talk and become kind of a family here, you know, and it helps. We help each other know what's going on with cancer.
This place is great. It's a blessing. It's a gift from up above.
The sense of community is the best part about the Hope Lodge here in Lexington, Kentucky. But the facilities provided by the American Cancer Society are great too. This particular lodge has a kitchen, dining area, exercise room, office, laundry rooms, and recreational rooms. In addition, each guest and their caregiver receives their own room, complete with 2 beds and a television, as well as their own private bathroom. But the fact remains that many people have not heard of the Hope Lodge facilities. How did you hear of the Hope Lodge?
Doctors of UK.
I was actually volunteering at the Ronald McDonald House, and one of the night managers also works as a weekend manager over here, and she mentioned that I would be perfect for the weekend manager position, so that's how I first heard about it.
When I was in the hospital over at UK, they told me that they had a place I could stay, so I wouldn't have to drive back and forth every day. So I hear it's right over there.
Through word of mouth. I know that I personally didn't know anything about the Hope Lodge when I first came here until I was told, and I truly believe that word of mouth is the best way. I find that people still around this area do not know that we exist.
By launching an awareness campaign to promote the public's knowledge about the Hope Lodge, extra funding would be available to help maintain these facilities. Volunteers would be another positive impact if an awareness campaign were to be created, due to the fact that people would have the knowledge to go volunteer at the Hope Lodge, where volunteers are always needed.